Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time.
Right. And the Taverns of Time Arena is still on, and since I haven't played much Arena lately, we're going to keep picking all the strong classes, or at least the ones I like. Shaman. Possibility Seeker, 4/5 Dragon for 4, shuffle your hand into your deck and draw that many cards. I mean, these guys are pretty good cards, but he's kind of kick-ass. Like, he's a Yeti that also lets you reset your hand if you don't like your hand. I'm pretty fond of Crushing Hand, it's cool, but we're going to take the Lightning Storm. Because area damage. Temporal Anomaly does just add a random spell when you draw him. Like, for 0 mana, he adds a random spell, and then he's a 2/2 for 2. On the other hand, elemental stuff's pretty... Oh, he's an elemental too. Okay. I like the Tar Creeper a lot, but we're going to take the Temporal Anomaly because it's an extra card. Dominion +2/+2. If it's an elemental, add a random elemental to your hand. That's awesome. These guys are okay, but whatever. We're taking that. I've never gotten to play with that before. Hot Spring Guardian is going to fit our elemental theme, although Lightning Bolt's really good. We're going to take the Hot Spring Guardian now. We're heavy into elementals now if we want to. Fungal Mancer, you got to have 2 minions to give him that thing. Feral Spirit. Got the Overload. My deck's a little bit lower in the price right now. Let's take the Rotten Apple Bomb. 4/5 Taunt gives you health back. I like the Tar Creeper a lot. Dark Iron Dwarf is very good, but I'm going to take the Tar Creeper. I'm going to stick with some elemental synergy because it doesn't hurt. As long as the ones I'm choosing are all really good in their own right, I could never get a card that benefits elementals, and it won't bug me too much. Do I want a Bloodlust for that kill power? I don't want a Keening Banshee. I am not a fan. Bloodseal Raider is pretty boring and normal. Actually, I've got the Earth and Might, so having more elementals is good for that. No, I guess we'll take the Bloodlust in case it comes out. Fork Lightning. Okay, Marstrake is 5/4 for 3. It summons a 2/1 poisonous thing for your opponent. That's pretty ugly. Let's take the Geomancer. You can boost our spell damage cards. Wildlad's Adventurer can give you a random Hall of Fame card. I haven't got the best luck with those. Not a lot of Ragnarosses. Getting a lot of not very exciting things. So I think I'm going to take the Stonehill Defender because he's amazing. Like, top tier. We can have a tiny elemental, a big fat, not as universally useful elemental, or just a big fat dude. He is fat. I think I'm going to take this guy because I don't have the super first turn plays. I can keep taking bigger things as we go on, which I probably won't get now, but I like the freezing ability too. It is solid. We're going to take another Earth and Might because we have lots of elementals now. Ghostlight Angler, 2/2 Echo Murloc for 2. Now, I am super fond of the Echo, as you know. Not super fond of the Murlocs. Like, it's not that good. Like, boy, does this seem infinitely inferior to the Squash, which is a 2/1, but also comes with a 2 healing battlecry. 2 random 1-cost minions in your hand. Don't care. Don't really care about this. We're going to take the Angler anyway, because the Echo flexibility is good. But I'm not going to be as excited about saving him for the late game. Destroy all enemy secrets. You're a dick. You're a piece of crap. You are awesome fatness, which I have been not taking yet, so we'll take that. Servant of Kalamos. I have lots of, like, Saddle Surge is fine. I have lots of elementals. Servant of Kalamos should be profitable. Give me more elementals. Make the next thing cheaper. You are an elemental. Not the best, most efficient one, but I do like the freezing. I like the freezing power better when it costs me 1. But I will say, in a deck that has got elemental synergy, I've got 3 cards right now that care about elementals, stacking on another, he becomes actually fairly appealing. Now this is tough, because I don't have a lot of taunt. Nesting Rock is great. Lightning Bolt is all around great and very cheap. And honestly, the Stormforged Axe, since I don't have any other weapons, is pretty strong. I've got 1 spell damage guy. I don't think that affects the Lightning Bolt too much. I've got a fair amount of minions because I've been taking all the elementals. I think I'm going to take the axe because I don't have any other weapons, and there aren't that many that are going to come up. Now, I've only got 2 Earth and Mights. It does require a minion, and if the minion is not an elemental, it's not that great. So I should probably take the Lava Burst. The Earth Shock would be good too, though. Silencing things is a big deal. Some of the crazy time cards can do crazy things. Silence and killing them might be good. Lava Burst can kill stuff too, though. I'm going to take the Lava Burst. Just more powerful here. Walnut Sprite. Big fat Echo. Not great Echo, but... Chain Gang. No, we'll take the Echo Sprite over that. All the time cards in runner. Okay, Stasis Elemental I have not seen. Oh, this guy was a time card. Is he? Yeah, he doesn't have a rarity. Okay, that's why my opponent had multiple of them. We're obviously taking him. What's this? 3/5 for 4. Battlecry, freeze a minion until this leaves the battlefield. And it's an elemental. That is so cool. You just perma-freeze, like, the only way to unfreeze your minion is to kill this. That said, we're taking the Master of Realities, because he's fat, which I still need some of. And every time you summon a minion, including your totems, he upgrades it by 2 casting cost, like double evolution. Hell yes. Although he could turn a totem into a Doomsayer and kill himself. Get another Lava Burst, the Corpse Raiser, Battlecry, Death Rattle, we summon a minion. Are my guys in that area? That's awesome on him. It's okay on him because he's big enough. It's good on him with the Death Rattle. A lot of these guys, getting to smaller guys, it's not that worthwhile, obviously. I think I'm just going to take another Lava Burst. It's a lot of burst damage. Like, burst at every possible meaning of the word. Knife Juggler is good with totems. Or I keep having elementals. I might just take another Earth and Might. Because it does, as long as I play the first one on an elemental, it just gives me more elementals, right? Murloc guy, he is a solid 2-drop. And he could buff my other Murloc if I have 1 or 5 of them. Fungalmancer is pretty expensive and requires... I already have too many things that require another minion in play. Let's just take the rock pool there. Do I take another... I don't need another Bloodlust. I guess we're taking another one of those. I've got to get them on elementals so they keep giving me elementals, and it's fine. Take the Hot Spring Guardian. He's another elemental. He heals me. He's got Taunt. He's the whole package, even though Bone Break is amazing. But I have some expensive stuff now. Hex is very good. Wildlands Adventurer is 5/5 and gives me a card, and the card is probably a Sylvanas. Well, there's some other stuff that's not as exciting. Crushing Hand is also just 2 mana kill something, which I don't have a ton of. I've got the Lava Bursts, which have even less overload, actually, but that's 8 damage as long as you're killing minions. Save the Lava Bursts for players. Hex is really good too, because I never did take anything it can silence. It costs twice as much as up front as the Crushing Hand, but no, you know what? I'm going to have to take the Hex to deal with weird bad problems. Blackwild Pixie could give me an additional totem as a 7-mana play and as a 3/4, but we got so much elemental synergy, we might as well go with this guy, who is very efficient. 2/4 for 3 is okay. Taunt makes him good. Restoring 3 health makes him even better, and he's an elemental, so I guess we're just going to keep taking those. It's fine. We have a lot of 3 and less stuff, so let's take Dr. Fatso. Dr. Fat Heal. And could take another Glacial Shard. I might regret not taking him, but let's take the Burlock just for variety's sake. Now, I only have one thing that cares about Murlocs, and I have a million things that cares about Elementals, so I guess we're taking the Glacial Shard again. The Timeway Wanderer's expensive, not the ultimate. I've got 2 Lightning Storms, right? Did I take 2 of them, or just 1? I got 4 Earthen Mice, wow. Spring Guardian, Lava Burst. I only took 1 Lightning Storm, so that's still good. Stonehill Defender is still excellent, though. That's tough. I only have 1 area damage spell. I have a lot of minions, and a fair amount of them have Taunt now, actually, because I have so many Hot Spring Guardians. I hate to pass up the Stonehill, but I think for variety's sake, I'm going to take the Lightning Storm. I'm going to hope I have enough card advantage from those Earthen Mites. And they definitely give card advantage as long as I can drop 1 on an Elemental. And of course, even then, it's not really card advantage unless the +2/+2 part of it also does something. So if I play an Elemental, play that on it right away, so it can't attack yet, and then it just gets killed, that +2/+2 may not have done anything, depending on whether it took more effort for my opponent to kill it. Starting with 1 Earthen Might is good. Starting with more than 1 Earthen Might is bad. Although he's not an Elemental. But we want to keep him. I'm going to keep the starting hand anyway. I don't want to mess with it. How many Elementals do I have? I didn't count. But I mean, I've got 3 of the Hot Springs guys. And he can reshuffle my hand too. Got 3 hot springs, 2 glacials. That's already 5 of them that cost 3 or less. And there were a whole bunch of other elementals, which I don't have. Let's play Rockwool. Since there's only one other Murloc-related card in the entire deck, so he's unlikely to ever get off his buff. It's fine. Mostly took him for the 2/3-ness in that particular row anyway. Dink. Okay. Hex. Not right now. I could play this, but it's kind of a waste killing those crap guys, so I'm going to make a totem. Healing totem, healing totem, healing totem. Taunt's okay. Healing would have completely undone that guy's damage, and then I would have been very happy with my board position, but Probably just play the dragon next turn, dump a whole bunch of this stuff back into my deck. Probably dump everything but the axe back into my deck, because the axe is one of a kind as far as this deck is concerned. They're not elementals, right? Yeah, they're nothing. That's what I thought. Bloodlust. I don't want the Bloodlust either. Okay, so we are going to play him. I mean, I could hit one of those and then play this and kill something with that one. We're just going to toss. Oh, this is the entire hand, right? No, I'm actually fine with that right now. I would like to keep the axe, but it's not that important. He's a 4/5 on curve, and we have a chance to draw some cheaper stuff. Servant of Kalmos. Earth and Might. Glacial Shard. Oh, we can try and get something out of that. Okay. I'm not going to attack with him. I don't like giving my opponent the choice, but suiciding him is unlikely to be better. Unless I got Lightning Stormed, basically. So I might as well make him use his 2 damage to kill it. That was the plan. Lava Burst. Okay. Servant of Kalmos right now would not do much for me. So I think we're going to do that. Freeze this guy. Totem up. Is a healing totem. If I play this right now, it's going to probably just get wasted. Like, my opponent will just kill it. But it'll take more than one of his minions to kill it. And I'll get a random elemental. I'm going to play this guy next turn almost certainly. Or him, one of the two. So it's fine. We're just going to do this. Even though it's kind of a waste, we know we have a million of them in here. Wow. I forgot how bad random elementals could be. Good job. Like that healing. So his 2 attacking minions could take out my 4/3. It's not a big deal. Lightning Storm is terrible. That's very unfortunate. Wow, it rolled all 3s where it mattered. That extra sucks. It's weird that you summon the totem afterwards for the spell damage, but okay. It's a waste of this guy's freezing ability. But next turn I could play him and still do something else. So I think I'm going to do that. So I'm still going to get the elemental synergy. Ow. God damn it. Please stop efficiently dealing with my guys. Yes, I know the healing was wasted, but that +1 spell power made it work for him. It's annoying. Okay. Servant of Kalmos. Snow Fury versus Fire Elemental. 1 less for each mana crystal you've overloaded this game. I haven't played any overload yet. I mean, he gets 2 cheaper when I Lava Burst. We're just going to take the Fire Elemental. We're not going to screw around with that. Taunt Totem would be fine. Excellent. Does it matter? Not a whole lot. It just reduces the chances that my opponent can easily do the... Okay, you can hex him, fine. That's bad, though. That's gotta go. God damn it. And I've got no minions. Awesome. Okay, well, as much as I'd like to kill the things that are going to damage my guy, that has to die. Ugh. This is not working out great. I've taken a lot of damage, and I still don't have board control.
In the light's name.
Too much like efficiently taking out my guys. That's kind of scary. There goes my dude. Him with lifesteal? Wow. I'd like to draw one of those lightning storms now. I did take a second lightning storm for just this kind of thing. No, of course not. Hey, you didn't kill my guy. That part is surprising. I did not see that coming, or you didn't kill my guy. So I could play him and freeze like the 4-2, for example, because it's annoying. I'm not doing enough here. This is no good. If I play him, I can't triple Walnut, such as it is. I mean, I could also hex something. Hexing these guys doesn't seem very efficient. Neither does the lava. Although, you know, honestly, I should maybe just... What the crap? Maybe just blow him up. See what totem I get. So I'm not walnutting. I'm gonna blow him up. It's excessive. This is going terribly, though. Now, I have 2 Echo minions in my hand, so if I can live long enough, I can get like ridiculous card advantage out of them. Assuming I don't just get Lightning Stormed. Maybe someday I'll draw one of my 2 Lightning Storms and kill off all his guys. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah. Yep, that's pretty bad. So let's hex him, because goddamn. Double moment. That took all the pressure off the board, pretty much. I don't think I'm going to waste either of these 2 guys, because I can play him with a Lightning Storm. That's why I like the Geomancer. The only reason I like him is because he gives he's like 2 mana to give +1 damage to an area spell, and then then you have a 2/2 maybe if he survives. Okay, I think the thing do I want triple walnut or quintuple murloc? I think quintuple murloc. This is not ideal, but eh. Like, it's almost tempting to make a totem instead of one of these guys, but I'm not going to. I'm going to get as much out of him as I can. This guy's had a lot of lifesteal cards. It's kind of weird. Of course, I'm so low in health. Maybe that's what's weird. So that was some card advantage, unless they all get blown up, which would not take much. I am so glad that can't hit me. Wow, it didn't come out in 8-3 mode, so I guess it's not quite the same, but still unpleasant. Yeah, that's not the worst. Could have gone much worse. I could Bloodlust, and 2 of these guys could take that out. Bloodlust for the kill later? I think Bloodlust, actually. I think, because I can Totem, Guardian, and Bloodlust. We're going to do this, because then he's the one who survives, and we use the 4/1 to kill the other thing. Right, because then we heal ourselves, Totem, and we've almost got a thing going on. So my life total has gone up a little bit. My board position is, for once in the entire game, better than his. Back to mirror match. Okay. No, don't freeze. I wanted him not to be frozen so I could Earth and Might his ass and then attack. I'm probably still going to end up having to Earth and Might him because for the extra elemental, he is taunt, so it's not as useless as some things. That's pretty solid. Alright, let's get some taunt going. Stone Sentinel, if you played an elemental last turn, summon 2, 2, 3. Well, okay. I was going to play him, but I guess I'll do this. This is fine. Yeah, I don't need to attack with that guy. Go card advantage! Oh, god damn it. Just as I'm saying that, opponent gets like free card. That said, the 2/2 for 2 itself, not that great at this stage. But that spell could have been something that would crush me. Like another, just any area damage spell is actually pretty rough. Tidal Surge. Woo! Okay, running. No, more card advantage. That's always good. You like that card advantage. I've got a healing totem, so I'll keep doing this. Now I have the only minions that don't suck. And the healing. Things appear to have turned around somewhat.
The cold don't bother me.
2/7 taunt that freezes anything she touches. Awesome. I think I'm going to have to hit her with the worm, even though it's a little inconvenient. He gets frozen for a turn, I'll live. Because it cost me too many guys to get rid of her otherwise. We are going to literally kill all your guys and do like no damage to you, because then I have 100% unambiguous board control. Summon something huge. 2/3 taunt. Destroy your totems. Gain +2/+2 for each totem destroyed. Really? Add a random shaman spell to your hand. That's a random shaman spell. Blowing up my totems. Well, one of them is the 1/1 totem, so that's actually not too bad. You know what? Let's take this guy, even though spell might be better. I've got a full board. I mean, this would be the time to kill Wormy, because he ain't popping out his regular patrol. Ooh, super lone champion, dude. Not so lone champion. Okay. It's kind of silly. I could have done it better if I wasn't trying to keep my totem alive there, but that's okay. Do I make another totem first? Yeah. No, I don't, because then I can't do them. Okay. I make a totem. Sweet. That's the one I wanted. And now I have an absolutely insane amount of taunt. So what does he have that's going to come back against this crap? Not that. Nope, I'm sure that helps. But I've got so much taunt that he can't even get to my worm with that. Why are you doing that? You're just committing suicide, I guess? This is a fairly convincing, force. You have a real board wipe? I don't know what that would be. But it had to be pretty real. And commit suicide. Tarred and feathered. Okay. That was slow, but pretty easy. I mean, even though he had the advantage for most of the time, but it was like a slight advantage in a back and forth. So, yeah, we'll have to see how this deck really performs next time.
If you found that useful or entertaining, or if you enjoy cookies, hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.